No, I didn't think that's nasty. But the idea there, it says, and this is the thought I want you to get. I want you to imagine just nasty, decaying, old, smelly meat. Now the stench, it kind of filled up the whole corner of the gazebo, the whole area of the gazebo area. And so nobody wanted to come near it. I learned, oh man, it's empty today. So I'm like, hey, I'm chilling. I'm like, whoa, okay, it smells. That's why. You see, when we speak in unwholesome talk, when we talk in terms like that, it's undesirable. It's pretty much, it's like offering rotten fruit and rotten decayed food or rotten decayed meat to people that we converse with. And it's not desirable to be around. No one wants to be around that. You know, and like I said, we often make excuses, but there should be never an excuse. If a waiter or someone that's cooking you food ever brought you nasty, rotten food, there's no excuse for that. You know, you pay good money, people ought to give you food. Good food. So you should never serve, especially as a Christian, never serve each other with unwholesome talk. Because that's pretty much what it is. You're giving each other decayed meat, fish guts. So, that is why Paul forbids us to use this language. Yet, it's funny because we've all been guilty of that, right? Maybe we let our pride get to us. And we have a very judgmental tone. Or maybe we use sarcasm to bring each other down. You know, hurtful sarcasm. And maybe it's the gossip that goes around that we try to justify sometimes. You know, we talk about each other behind each other's back. Or sometimes it's just, for whatever reason, we use an excuse to be able to use corrupt talk or unwholesome talk. You know, I remember when I was my first year as a program guy. I used to be a program guy at the island and at West Coast Camp. So, what basically my job was to pretty much MC the whole camp. So we would MC the rallies, we would MC the games, we would MC pretty much everything. So I'm talking on the mic all the time. I remember it was probably like my second week ever. They fly me out to West Coast Camp. So I'm in California, and we're at this camp with a whole bunch of, you know, teenagers. So, being the unexperienced person I am, you know, I was unexperienced, I was immature. You know, and some students, they like to give the program guys a hard time. You know, they like to give program guys, like, you know, they say, oh man, we're going to give you like the worst experience ever. We're not going to listen to anything you have to say. And, you know, as they're coming in, because what they do is they come in a bus. So they get out the bus, and we're supposed to greet them. I'm greeting them with the microphone, say, hey, come on down, you know, say what's up, blah, blah, blah. So some kids start talking trash. And for some reason, that pride, that bitterness just comes inside me. And I just decide, you know what I'm going to say? And I say, I pee on campers. I said this on the microphone. And like I said, I was immature. Parents are there. I'm like, the guy's like, yeah, man, we're going to, I'm like, shh, whatever, man, I pee on campers. And I'm like, oh, that just came out. Yeah, it did. And so quickly, my boss comes down. And he's like, yeah, I think you're done with the mic for right now. And so he has a little conversation with me on how it's not good to talk about urinating on students. And so, you know, I had to do the whole like ask for forgiveness thing, and then promise to them that I don't pee on anyone. You know, but